So I started testosterone sust. I was more like a TRT type of thing, but then I was like, I'm already 148. It's October. Summer's over. I might as well just start the bulk. So I got my split together, running like a bro split kind of thing. I'm in the gym 5-6 days a week. I did have a deload week. Some weeks I took a couple extra days off, but I still got it in. Some days I was at the house getting it in. So I did everyday pins, running 25 migs a day. Started at 175. At about week 4, I upped it to 350 tests, 50 migs a day. 2 weeks after that, I threw in 210 trend. So I was running 30 migs a day, a trend, 50 migs test. And, I'm killing it. I'm in the gym, doing my thing, going crazy. The last 3 weeks, I upped it to 75 migs a day test. So the last 3 weeks, I've been running 500. And all I can say is, hey, man, I'm blessed. I'm really aromatized crazy. I do know that, I went from 148, I'm 184 now. I do know that there's some water retention, probably at least 15, from the estrogen going up. I wasn't having estrogen sides, though, even though I know what's up. Libido's through the roof, But yeah, man, a lot of aggression. There's a lot of, especially with the trend, man. It's like the first fucking week, my dreams was like fucked, like some weird shit, bro. It's like shit's crazy, bro. Like all fucking horny, 24/7, pissed off all the time, extremely aggressive. But I've always been like a person in control of my emotions, so it's like I can only imagine if someone's on trend and didn't really already have self-control, Cause that's kind of scary to think of that, cause I'm a Taurus. Like, I'm super chill, kick back, very in control of myself, and yeah, y'all gotta be careful, bro. Fucking with the trend. It might not be for everybody, Cause I done cussed out neighbors. I'm cussing motherfuckers out at work. Arguing with my girl, Always thinking a motherfucker cheating, doing some, crazy shit, bro. All this shit in your brain, bro, that come with it. But I ain't never been no bitch. I jump straight in the deep end, you know what I mean? I never been scared, so that's why I was like, let's do this. You feel me? And mind you, throughout this, I got back into drinking. I'm not really proud of that, but I'm happy that I didn't aromatize crazy, No gyno, like I said, no estrogen sides. I got everything on hand, Caber, Novodex, Aero Masons, and all that, just in case some shit got out of hand. There's a couple times I was a little paranoid, like when I'm up in the dose, so I'm gonna pop this or pop that, just to, have a little peace of mind. But yeah, mind you, this whole time I started all this, I wasn't running ready, because I had stopped purchasing it from my source because I feel like I was overpaying. And that's why I decided to, if I'm going to do that shit, I'm getting the kit. I'm paying the lowest I should be paying. I'm not going to because if I buy 3 vials from the website, then that's could equal out to 10 from a kit. Make it make sense. So, and also I really needed to reset my metabolism so I can cut, so I'm happy with this. You know, I've been eating, the weight went up. I feel like my metabolism kind of resetted. So now I'm back on the Retta starting 2 days ago. Shit, and this shit been hitting hard. Like, I feel like this batch is a little stronger. I ain't gonna say a little, like a lot. Like, yeah, man. But, yeah, so right now we're running 500 tests, 9 mg Retta. And we cut it, man. So hopefully, we'll be nice and shredded by, January, February. And probably from there, I'll just stick to a lean bulk. I feel like by then I should have my estrogen kind of under control, because I mean, starting this, I kind of went into this not realizing how much water retention there would be from the estrogen going up. Like I said, which again is not necessarily a bad thing, but if I kind of had that in mind, I would have kind of been a little more cautious of what I was eating and how much of it, and just to kind of mitigate all that initial water weight. That's probably about the only thing I really regret about it. But honestly, at the end of the day, I don't regret nothing, because like I said, I've been eating, the weight went up. I feel like that helped reset my metabolism. Now I got this Retta now, and we're gonna cut. I'm gonna stay on the same meso. I'm not gonna switch that up. But yeah, man, look out for updates, man. December, we cut it. January, hopefully we where we need to be by somewhere in January. So 8 weeks, 148 to 184, strength's up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely feel stronger, definitely feel bigger. Don't feel fat. That's the fact, you know what I'm saying? But feel like I'm gonna get this cut. Then I'm gonna titrate the test down. I'm kind of cruise for a little bit, and I'm gonna do a lean bulk with some Masteron, Tren. I'm gonna probably lower the Retta to like 2 mgs just for the insulin sensitivity. So I'll probably do like 500 tests, 210 Tren, maybe like 300 mass, 2 mg Retta, something like that. I'm trying to, at least get hard. Keep the mass on, get bigger, have the pumps. Yeah, I don't know. This is just an idea. I don't know specifically what I'm gonna do, but I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah, man. Remember, this shit affects everybody differently. I'm not a doctor. I'm not, telling you what to do, what not to do. Don't listen to me. Do your own homework. Do your own experiments, and if anything, you never know how you're gonna aromatize. So start low and titrate up. You feel me? Just kind of listen to your body. High estrogen isn't a problem unless you're getting estrogen sides. If your shit's the main problem I see, especially with gyno, is when people go on PCT. So their estrogen is still up, but then they're crashing their fucking testosterone because their natural levels can't keep up with what they did pinning. Now your body thinks you a female or something. Now you starting to aromatize and get gyno and shit. So it's like you gotta be careful, man. You gotta keep that test up. So I would titrate down, or I don't know. Like I'm still learning this shit. Like I'm thinking like I want some fucking Masteron, microdosing to kind of control that shit. But yeah, man, high estrogen, low test. Yeah, that's when you're running the problems. From what I've noticed. But it's kind of even what I be thinking like. I don't know. We'll get back to it. Hey, y'all be blessed.